Hey guys, welcome to a short video about choosing better video topics. This is the first in a series of videos on how to make better videos. I'm Phil Ebner and I'm the founder and creator of videoschoolonline.com, which is a website where you can learn to make better videos through tutorials, tips, tricks on my blog, a podcast, taking some of my online courses, and just I give you lots of free information about making better videos. And today I'm going to talk about choosing better video topics. So, the first tip I have for choosing better video topics is to know your audience. Who are you making this video for? Are you a small production company that has been hired to make a video for a small hardware store in your town? Are you a avid ballet lover who is making a ballet film? And when you have these topics, who is your audience going to be? Is it the entire YouTube audience, literally millions and billions of people per day? Is your audience your hometown? Is your hot audience your friends and family? Is your audience your girlfriend or boyfriend? Is your audience documentary lovers or short film lovers? Who is your audience? By knowing that, you're going to be able to choose a better video topic. So for example, let's go back to that hardware store example, which I used in my blog post. Say you're a hardware store, or you're a company that's making videos for a hardware store, and you're trying to choose topics that will get a lot of views. Well, first, if your target is anybody that loves tools, then maybe you should make a video about the new latest greatest gadget, how to use it, or making a cool, doing some hardware project, building a birdhouse or something. Those kind of things have a broader audience that will get more views. But maybe your audience is your town. Maybe you're trying to get more people into your store, and so that type of video might not be the best first video to have. Of course, that's great content to have if you just want eyeballs on your store and on your videos. But if you're really trying to get customers into your store, maybe you want to do like an introduction video to your store. Say, welcome, this is our store, this is our staff. Tell them a little about yourself. More than just a commercial, but sort of like a promo video about who you are. And so as you can see, knowing your audience really determines what topic your video is going to be. Well, let's think of another example. Say you are you love baseball and you want to make a movie about baseball, and you want your audience to be bigger than just baseball lovers, though, because if you just make a short film or a documentary about a baseball team, get really into like the stats and figures, that's not going to really translate to a larger audience. But what more people love are stories about redemption or triumph or success or rags to rich stories. So think of it, find a story within your subject range of baseball that has those themes to it. So find a team that is a rags to riches stories, or a player that is rags to riches stories, because there's so many out there of players that grew up in like poor neighborhoods or just bad conditions, and then they thrived in the sport of baseball, and now they're big players. And it doesn't even have to be a professional baseball player. It could just be a high school player or not. Those kinds of stories where it has more heart to it have a larger audience. So, tip number 1, know your audience. Tip number 2 for choosing better topics is to love your topic. This may sound, obvious, but I've met so many people who get caught into making films and short videos and business videos that they don't love. And it's one thing to be getting paid to do something that you don't love, and maybe you think that's all right. Maybe you don't mind producing videos about some, I don't know, boring technology or some business that you don't believe in their values. But it's going to make it a lot harder to make a great video. I've made videos for companies and for schools and people that I haven't been passionate about. And when you're not passionate about something, it's hard to be creative, and it's hard to, really put yourself 110% into the project. But there's projects that, I've loved that, I've created on my own, which obviously it's easier to create a topic when you're choosing the topic. I've made documentaries about cycling in Europe or malnutrition in India, which both of those things I'm very passionate about. Cycling, just because I love cycling, and then serving others and making the world a better place. So this story about a young girl that was malnourished in India, and her test and her ultimate survival, it's something that I loved, and I put all my blood, sweat, and tears into making those videos. But there have been a lot of projects where I've needed extra cash or whatever, and I just ended up doing a project that I wasn't as into. And when you're editing, maybe you try it, you pump yourself up and you try to get into it at the start, but a month down the line, you're editing, or you have your editor editing, and it's hard to stay focused and to produce your best stuff. So tip number 2 is to love your topic. Tip number 3 is to know your topic. So I'm not saying that you have to know everything about your topic to make a video about it. I've gone into video productions many a time where I had to do my own research, and I think pretty much with every video that you create, you're going to have to do some sort of research, some level of digging, whether that's talking to professionals or experts in the field of your subject, your topic. But knowing your topic firsthand always makes it easier to create a better video about it. So back to my example about cycling. I love cycling, and I know a lot about cycling in the United States. I follow cycling. I watch, professional cycling races. I am an avid cyclist. I cycle to work and all that. So I know a lot about bikes. So that was the first step into my documentary that I made about cycling in Europe. But I didn't know a lot about cycling in Europe and cycling culture, and that's what I wanted to make my documentary about. And so when I was in Europe, I was studying abroad in Europe for a few months during college, making my junior thesis film, and I talked to relatives who owned a bike shop. I got in contact with their contacts, their community of cyclists. I talked to people who ran workshops about biking to work, about electric bikes and bike rental programs, and how I talked to all these people to get more information. And so I did have to learn, so I didn't know everything about my topic going into it, but having that first step in the door of your topic is always better than going blindly into a topic. And so, at least for your first videos, I would say choose something that you know, something that if you're a cat lover, if you love knitting, if you're, a bird watcher, if you love surfing, do make videos about what you know. And at least, if you're just starting out, that can just be a practice run. And then when you're making videos about bigger topics, about stuff you don't know, about stuff that you've been hired to make, then you can, you don't have to know everything about the topic, and you can step into it, and you'll already have a great platform and brand of making great videos of stuff that you know. So that is tip number 3, know your topic. The last quick tip for choosing better video topics is just ask. If you don't know what to make a video about, ask your friends, ask your family, ask your community. A lot of times I've just gotten, I guess it's kind of like writer's block. It's the video creator's version of writer's block. I just don't know what to make videos about, or I just haven't seen a topic that really I'm passionate about. And so in those moments, I go to my friends, I go to my family, and I say, what should I make a video about? Like, some people are probably more creative and have better creative minds than me, and so they have a million ideas and thoughts that they can quickly go to. But if you don't have a topic in mind, don't feel bad about just asking, or ask online. Ask if you're a company and you're just getting into video making for your company, ask your audience, ask your clients, what would they want to see? Let's go back to the hardware store. Maybe you post on your website or on your Facebook or social media outlets, what kind of video do you want to watch? Or add a poll to your website. Would you like to see a video about the latest hammer that came out, or building a treehouse, or an introduction to our team, or a history of our business? Maybe you'll get some ideas for what kind of videos that people will want. And that's always good, because maybe you think you have the greatest idea, but really it's the audience out there isn't as big as you want, or as you think you could get. And so by knowing what people want before you even put all the time and effort into making a video means that you'll at least have some success, and probably more success than going blindly into it. So those are the 4 tips. Not so quick anymore. They end up taking quite a bit of time, but I hope you enjoyed it, for choosing better video topics. So first, know your audience. Second, love your topic. Third, know your topic. And then lastly, fourth, just ask if you don't know. So thank you for watching. Check out the website, www.videoschoolonline.com. Subscribe. You get some great tips right now. I'm running a promotion. You'll get 50% off all of my courses, my paid courses. I have free courses and paid courses, but you'll get 50% off if you sign up right now. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.